Video log 1, I guess, wiring up the Seraph with lighting. You guys chose this one when I did all of my story polls between all my sisterhood mechs. This was what you guys wanted, so I'm gonna figure out how to wire up that with some Light My Bricks goodies like that. And this is gonna be a process. I was actually kind of secretly hoping you guys would pick one of my other mechs because this one is very dense. So let's see what we got to do here. So classic sisterhood style is we've got the trans tile at the top here with grill slots. It's just a thing that I do on all the sisterhood mechs. So right now that's got just a hard plate under it, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to light that from below. So probably with like a 1x2 trans brick or something like that. I've got a light on the front here, which really just backs onto a normal plate. Now I've done a thing where I can take the light and fit it into the plate, like a 1x1 round plate, especially if it has a hole in it, and then actually put a tile over top and it fits in. So maybe I can just either sneak it in between the two studs here or use like a 2x2 modified brick with an axle hole in the back. You're gonna find parts like this, parts like this, parts like this are really the way to go if you're lighting up your stuff. So what else have we got here? In terms of the weapons, I don't have any lighting on them at the moment, but I do on my Delta mech have one of these trans bionicle eyes that kind of fits on the side like a sensor here, and I figured out how to light that up. So I'd like to do something similar here. Now, the thing with lighting all this stuff up is it has to be powered from somewhere. So when I built Metatron, I made the whole top plate removable, easily removable. So it was sitting on top of modified plates with the studs, so you could easily lift it on and off without it being fully pressured down. But this thing is a beast. It is basically built all the way through. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to redesign all this dorsal plating so I can kind of just lift it up and down and put a battery pack in there. And then once the battery pack is in there, I'd figure out how to wire it everywhere it needs to go. So let's see, so weapon arm wise, this thing is actually only held on with 2 studs right now, so I'm probably going to strengthen that while I'm in there. And I'm going to have a wire be able to go all the way from the light I'm going to put here through the missile pod and out the side. And then for the shoulder mount, let's see. This is a radar dish, which is handy because it already has a hole that goes through it. And that goes through some 4x4 round bricks onto a turntable. So it's actually already a hole that goes all the way through there, which is ideal. This is a good part for lighting up. So if I just get rid of that and use something like that, then I should be able to wire it all the way through into the torso. And I might end up, instead of using these bricks with studs, I might use Technic brick with holes and use like some half-length light gray studs to hold in the shoulder, but then gives me a nice through hole to get to some magical place in here that's going to hold the battery pack. The Seraph's pretty beefy, so it'd be nice to do some underbody lighting too. We'll have to see how that goes. So in terms of the legs, what are we going here? This is one of my older designs of legs. I use ratchet joints for all the sisterhood mechs. Usually I use them in a horizontal layout so I can get abduction, but on the Seraph I really wanted rotation so I could turn it in and out, which is more realistic for actual movement. But I may or may not redesign the legs to a newer style for this. We'll see how much time I have. So what have we got here? We've got the cross design on the front, because of course this is a sisterhood mech. Those are trans plates. So probably, if I'm gonna light those up, pull out this symbiote there, probably get like some 1x2 trans bricks in behind them, so I can light them up kind of in bulk. And then I've got these little spotlights on the knees here. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna wire that up and through and pass all this stuff into the torso. And a big consideration here is on Metatron, I actually had all the wiring from the legs come up into the torso through the turntable to one power pack and one expansion board that was in the upper torso of the mech. But it does make it hard because you can't actually detach the top from the bottom. So maybe on this one, since it's a larger lower torso, I'll actually do 2 battery packs. So maybe I'll do like a micro pack in the lower torso and a normal flat pack in the upper. And then the last light, again on all Sisterhood mechs, is I've always got these trans tiles on the front of the feet here. In the mythos of the setting, these lights basically are able to reveal the demons that can't otherwise be revealed. They're essentially invisible. So that's a big thing mythology-wise that I want to maintain there. So that's about it. So lots of work to be done. And I'll probably start with the upper torso, because this, in terms of wiring it, I'm probably gonna have to go, let's see, I have to go under these plating structures here, and then maybe up over the rotation discs and kind of under the plating, under the plating, under the plating, and then find maybe a spot here to use some Technic bricks with holes to get into the torso. So yeah, definitely, I think I'll start with the upper torso. That is it for, I guess, episode 1. I'll be back when I figure some stuff out.